Goodbye, Laggan Locks. Onward to Fort Augustus. See this lovely, colorful boat? Well, the Eagle Barge is supposed to be a lovely floating pub cafe when it's open. And of course it's not open when I'm here. They went on vacation, the staff, from the 11th of August to the 20th of August, which doesn't do me a bit of good. Good thing I had food in the bag. Well, it's a hit and miss operation, I understand. Today it was a miss. All right, forward. Today's supposed to be a nice stroll along the canal, the Caledonian Canal. And a nice stretch into Fort Augustus. I feel kind of puffy this morning. I feel puffy every morning. Like my hair? Nobody cares. I don't care. It's a little more cloudy, a little cooler. It feels good. Yesterday was kind of hot. Although we're not complaining. We can't complain about the hot. But it feels nice today. I don't see much of the canal to my left right now because I'm walking through trees. It's a pretty forest. Well, you can see a little bit of the canal right there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, pretty trees. Lots of moss. Well, as soon as I say lots of moss, all you see is leaves. What is lots of moss? Pretty. Yeah, gotta cross this road. Need that big of a trick. Alright, here we go. We're just in time. Just in the nick of time. I don't know which way to go exactly. This says this way. I don't know if I want to go on that trail or across the bridge. Oh, I don't want to go I don't want to go the alternative route via Invergary. Users of the Great Glen Way, please be aware that the route along Loch Oich is open and available once again to the public. The Invergary link is still available as an alternative. Well, we're going this way. Invergary Station. This is the visitor center. This is the Invergary Station project. I think it used to be, and now it's just sort of a project of days gone by. Too bad it's not a viable station. Might have some coffee. I thought there'd be some sort of literature sign of something. But maybe not. See, I got hills on the right. I got hills over there on the left and the canal in between. But you can't see right now because, oh, old train cars, flatbed cars of some sort. Huh. Well, I did remember reading it. This used to be a viable train route. Was it in the 40s? It kind of went out of fashion. I can't remember, but it was viable, and then it wasn't. And there's a group who are trying to rehabilitate just a little small section of it, kind of reenact what it was, what it used to be. So there you go. That's all I know about it. Not much at all. A little while ago, I remember saying the canal, we're walking beside the canal. Well, I was wrong. It's not the canal. This is Loch Oik. Oik. The guy told me how to say it, and it's like you're saying Oive if you're Jewish. Loch Oik. Yeah, maybe that's it. There's mountains on that side. There's the loch. Here's the trail, and there's mountains on this side. You just can't see them. Yeah. Across the loch, it looks like a remains of a castle. And if it's not, I'm gonna say it is. Yeah, the remains of a castle on the shores of Loch Oik. All right, this is the information on that railroad track thingy back way about 5 miles ago. Well, maybe it was only 4 miles. Blah, 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 la, la, la. It was a competition between the different Highland Railroad companies meant that the second stretch of railway to Inverness was never completed. This meant financial disaster for the Invergary and Fort Augustus Railway. There was just not enough local traffic to make it viable. The railway finally closed in 1946. Although its tracks were sold for scrap, you can still find other traces of the line, like this tunnel. Oh, this tunnel ahead of us. Just a minute. That tunnel. Yes, I did see that tunnel, and I thought, oh, I wonder what that is. So that's the tunnel where the old railroad used to go across. Oh, there you know. So you know everything there is to know about that track and that station way back there. Hello, tunnel. It's kind of echoey. I like singing in a tunnel. Well, how about beeping my horn in a tunnel? Beep, beep. That's where I come from. Big hefty bridge over. Looks like occasionally it gets to be a pretty wide river. Yeah. It looks like we're going to be going out into a valley. Huh. Well, no. We turn. All right. I see the arrows. This way. All right. That looked kind of wet grass anyway. I guess we're going to be walking close to Loch Oik. And on we go. Oops. Drop my stick. Okay, here we go. That was a complicated latch, right? I crossed over to this side of the canal at that loch. So now the canal's on my right. I could have gone on that side, and I still would have had to cross over on the other loch up here. So I decided to go right now, just because something different. This is pretty, isn't it? This is a wonderful day. talked about having thunderstorms intermittent somewhere in the mountains yesterday afternoon, early evening, but it didn't where I was at. It was great. It's the first totally dry packing up in the morning camp I've had. I mean, I didn't even have to wipe down my tent. Everything was dry. It was it was really nice. First time in how many days? How many days I've been on here? I don't know. Long time. The guy at the drawbridge, or the, not drawbridge, but the guy at the lock didn't tell me that there might be flowing water on this side. So it wasn't bad. I tippy-toed through it. Here's some more, but nothing. Just a little bit. I'd been better off staying on the other side, probably. If it would have been much higher, I would have had to gone back, but I didn't want to go back. There you go. Oh, we made it. This is the third lock. Kalaki Lock? Kalaki Lock? Boats going through the lock. Yep. 3 of them. I don't see any more after that. That's cool. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, look, a bench. Guess what I'm going to do? Because I can, and I have time. I have lots of time. I'm going to sit on it. Oh, for Jean, born, Kalaki, beloved wife, Mom, Nana, again to the locusts and mountains. And it says, Joyce, sit here. I know it says that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got my pack up against the other arm of the bench, leaning back. I could almost take a nap, looking at the canal. Life's rough. A little FYI for those starting out from Fort William. You better pack enough food for 2 days, because between Fort William and Fort Augusta, there isn't anything that you can get food. Sometimes there's a little snack shack open at that last lock I was at. But that's it. That's a hit and miss, and that boat thing sometimes open, sometimes not. So you best be carrying 2 days worth of food with you. There's water. You can get drinkable water outside, even if you don't have a key to the restrooms and you know, the blocks, the shower and restroom blocks. They have outside faucets that are drinkable water. But definitely take food. I have food, but if I didn't, I'd be very hungry. So 2 days between Fort William and Fort Augustus, you better be having food. I just found this banana laying on the side of the road. Perfectly fine banana. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Guess who's gonna eat it? I had trail mix for breakfast, and now a banana. Ha ha! Hey, I'm not a scavenger, I'm an opportunist. If the universe lays a banana at your feet, you pick it up and say, thanks. That looks like a party barge. Spirit of Scotland, the party barge with bicycles and stuff. And there she goes. That would be nice. Sailing on the canals. Just sitting around looking at the scenery. I could do that. Welcome to Fort Augustus. Yay. I'm in the little, it's the Fort Augustus Information / Cafe, which is better than one of those touristy things, I think. And I have tea and croissant with strawberry jam. Even better is I'm sitting at a corner table because it had an outlet, and I'm charging my phone, see, charging my phone, and I'm charging my battery bank, which I'd taken all the juice out of this morning. So I'm pretty much taking up this corner. This is my corner. And it's in the shade. I don't want any more sunshine on me. So I gotta get busy eating my croissant and drinking my tea. And there's the bridge that goes across the canal. Richmond House, the Chinese restaurant, a Richmond House Hotel. It's not a B&B, I got that, it's a hotel. But the Chinese restaurant operates it. So you go there, you get your information, she takes you up here, and go up this alley, and go around. I mean, I don't have to go down by the garbage cans, but it's shorter than going to the corner and up the street. It's kind of a shortcut. It's not a pretty shortcut, but it's a shortcut. It is so warm out today, it's incredible. Turn here, and you stop at door 3, and I have to get my key out. Well, I thought she said I was supposed to lock it when I came in, because that's an outdoor door. I can't seem to get it to lock, so I'm like, whatever. I gave up after about 5 minutes. So I walk up these stairs, these stairs. And I turn to this door and use this little skeleton key, which I am really bad at using, especially with my left hand. Oh, maybe I got it. I got it. And here's my room. TV, a little desk and chair, a window. And look at this. I have to go get my keys out of here. She said I'd like this better. It's a nice double bed. And I look out into, I don't know, somebody's backyard. I don't care, but I look down on the busy intersection of town. Yeah. See all those people going into that corner building? That's almost where I had breakfast. Not there, but just a little to the right. I mean, to the left of it. So, this is great. I have a shared bathroom, but I don't care. I'm going to take a shower just right off the bat. See, I have a shared bathroom with this other room, which nobody's in right now. See, I can do this. Oh my goodness. So, there's my bed. And I'm going to promptly take my shoes off and take a shower and be all clean and just sit down. Sweet and sour pork, cider rice, sparkling water. Since I'm in a hotel room above a Chinese restaurant and they own it, I got it for the occasion. So we have Chinese food. Tastes good. another wonderful, is that a bruise? That's a whale of a bruise. Well, I've got a matching bruise on my hip on this side, only it's like this big, and it's really dark. And I got a bruise on my knee on this side because that's where I fell on the rocks when I first, not when I first, but when I was going up the Devil's Staircase. No, it was before I even went up the Devil's Staircase on West Highland Way. It was 2 days to go. It was the second to the last day before I got to Fort William. When I crashed, remember when I crashed? Or as a mom would say, I got a heck of a bruise to show for it. Didn't break anything. That's a miracle. Anyway, I digress. I'm in here in this room that I was so lucky to get. This young girl behind the counter where when I first came into Fort Augusta, I went to a little place and they had croissant and tea and charged my phone. Anyway, she phoned around for me and found this place. She offered to phone the different B&Bs and stuff, and she phoned this place, the Richmond Hotel. Yeah. It was just up a block. And she says, they have a room. And she said, come on up. The lady answered the phone, said, come on up, and they'll just, and get me in it. It was just a miracle. She was such a trail angel. Incredible. It was just magic. So once I got in and get all settled down and put my stuff out, I went back to that little cafe place and I gave her a €5 bill. I mean, she was worth 10, but I was cheap. She wasn't going to take it. I'm going, oh, for heaven's sakes, you did so much for me. You take this and run. So she's just so cute. So I was so lucky. So I'm sitting here, full, had the Chinese food. It was good. It was simple, and I didn't want a big bunch, because I knew a big bunch would be too much. So anyway, the Wi-Fi's decent here. I thought it wasn't at first. I thought I was buggered, but no, I didn't. So I'm going to finish up today, day 3, and then I'm going to send it out. I will have my phone free and clear for tomorrow, because it'll be a couple of days, I think. It might be at least 2 days before I have any Wi-Fi, from what I can see. I don't know. But if you don't hear from me for a couple of days, it's because I have no Wi-Fi. It's hit and miss around here in this big, Great Glen Valley, mountainous little terrain. You know how it is when you're in between 2 mountains. You're lucky to get Wi-Fi. You're lucky to get connection. Even the locals say, their Wi-Fi isn't so hot sometimes. So anyway, so I'm going to wind it up before I get too wound up. I took a hot shower when I first got in, washed my hair. Yesterday's shower was a little chilly, but today was nice and hot. It felt good. So I want to go wind this up. So, boys and girls, today 3 of the Great Glen Way is in the books.